how to talk like a dom, and these are 3 powerful, did I say powerful? Because I meant powerful communication techniques to activate your dominance. Let me tell you something. This is, let's say that dating, connection, romance, let's just call it a marketplace. There is a huge gap in the marketplace when it comes to men who know how to speak to women with dominance. Most guys do not feel comfortable doing this. Most men are talking to women as if they're in the friend zone. Most men are talking to women very passively, very immaturely, like making jokes here and there. But there's not a lot of men who are out there who are seducing women in that dominant way. And trust me, if you can do this, if you will find the courage to execute on this, this will change the game for you. Because why? 9 out of 10 guys are not doing this. So if you can be in that 1% by changing it this way, let me tell you, all those things that you've been taught that are holding you back, not having the largest penis in the world, not having the largest bank account in the world, not having the fastest car in the world. No. When you show up like a dom and you know how to communicate to a woman will surrender to you. She will respect you. Why? Because you're giving her the one thing that she craves, and that is a man who's in charge, who's in control, and who knows how to claim her. And I want to teach you exactly how to do this so that by the end of the video, you start executing on this immediately. The first thing, first and foremost, is always your tonality. When you speak to her slowly, concisely, and with a lower range of your voice, this communicates not only confidence but dominance. Why? It shows her that you are in control over yourself. You're very careful and selective with the words that you use. What does that communicate to her subconsciously? That you are also going to be able to do that in the bedroom. That you are going to be able to be very slow, very confident, and very dominant with her body once she gets in the bedroom with you. Now, I have a whole playbook about dirty things that you can say to a woman that I personally wrote because I'm quite the rock star with this, and I tell you all the things that you should say to a woman. So it's in the comment sections, in the description. But when you're saying these things in that dirty playbook, you're saying them in a very seductive tone. You're saying it what? Slowly, calmly, and with intention. You're not speaking really fast. It's not a high pitch. You're not talking. No, it's very slow. It's very seductive. And here's the thing, I want you to really get this. You, my darling, are a seducer. You just haven't uncovered that, and that's why you're here. I want you to show yourself how great you actually are at seducing women. You can do this, and you can do it brilliantly well to really enhance your experience. So you might be saying, but why, Arica? Why would I want to do this? Because this sort of seductive undertone tells a woman that she is going to be far likely to want to sleep with you, to surrender to you, to respect you. And when you communicate that, all of the other bullshit of needing to take her on 1,000 dates goes out the window. Not that you don't want to court her, but you get what I'm saying, where some women are like, just keep spending money on me. And the reason why is because she doesn't respect you. But when you communicate this way, this insinuates that you're a respectable person, and it gets rid of all the garbage, of all the bullshit that most women take men through, all the loops, all the hoops and the chains. And it gets her right to the mere core of what she wants and what she needs. And that is a man who's in charge. So speaking in that right tone is really, really, really how you want to move with this. Also, I just told you about my dirty talk. Here's the thing. It's having the confidence to push the envelope. So when you read that dirty talk, when you start saying those things, most dominant men don't give an F what people think. And so they are far more likely to say these dirty things. Obviously, you can say it in an elegant way. It doesn't have to be rude and brash. I give you tons of examples in there that are said that you can communicate this in such said way where it's still elegant, but it's highly seductive. But the reality is most men don't have the courage to say these things to her, but not the dom. The dom knows that by pushing the envelope that he disrupts her, that he makes her feel uncomfortable, but it's a good discomfort. It's a challenging discomfort, and it seduces her. Why? Because she knows that he's not walking on eggshells with her, and that she knows that there is a bad boy in there that's going to push her buttons, and that secretly excites her. And the third technique is this. The dom knows that the person who's in charge asks questions. When a woman gets nervous with you, she's going to get very flustered. She's going to start asking lots of questions because she wants to be in control. But the dom understands that he needs to be in control through the whole conversation. And he who asks the most questions is the one who's in charge. In fact, it's a known fact about Warren Buffett that when he goes out to dinner with someone where people want to ask him tons of questions, he ends up asking them far more questions. It's a great strategy, and it keeps the conversation going. When you can keep the conversation going by asking her sincere questions, but being a step ahead of her by asking her questions to show her that you're getting to know her, but also you're in charge. You're determining whether or not she is qualified to continue seeing you. You're flipping the script on her. And if you like flipping the script, then I highly encourage you to get my Conversations with Women Bible. And it teaches you how to keep that conversation going so that there's never a dull moment. There's never a lull. There's never that awkward silence that has her thinking, this guy's a loser. This guy doesn't even know how to talk to me. No. We're going to remove all those barriers. You're going to get Conversations with Women Bible, and you're going to know how to execute on keeping that conversation flowing. But when you're asking those questions consistently, it's showing her that you are in charge, that you were the dominant one, that you are the one that is not just going to dominate her in that conversation and dinner, but when you get her back home, you're going to be the real boss. You're going to be the real chief. Now, here's more advice on what you can do with women. Use that tone, say those dirty things, and be the one asking the questions. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Take care.